So what the hell is this?
Fecon forestry mulcher. Have 100 of these teeth on here. Spins at 2,500 RPMs. Eats about everything that's in your path.
You said you got heat and AC and everything.
Heat, AC, it's got a radio in there. It's completely, it's all pressurized, the cab is, so it keeps all the dust out, which is really nice for this machine. Yeah, 110 horsepower. Machine and attachment are about 16,000 pounds together.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it's heavy.
This is what Alex got done in about, it wasn't 20 minutes, between 15 and 20 minutes. So we got the entry coming off the food plot there, and we roll back in here, and we wanted to save this apple tree right here. So you just come in, worked around, made a beautiful little opening that'll provide entry and exit for a stand location, as well as nice little spot for the deer. This will grow up into some native browsing and stuff. Nice little spot that's inside the woods that we can use for an ambush point. And these bigger bucks, they might stage up in here on this ridge, so I can pop in here right now and then get a stand right up in here and be in business. So far, forestry mulcher, well worth the investment if you got some good plans and you got some thick brush that you want to get rid of in a hurry. So right here 10 minutes ago I couldn't even walk through this, and now we got a little spot that we can probably set up for a good bow stand here within very, very thick cover just off the big food plots. Might be a little bit of a bumpy ride, but this is the main north access trail we wanted to get in. This is the finished product here, just inside the woods, and blew an entry hole right there. So we'll take the north side here and meet back up with a 989 land clearing boys. Alright, so as we begin to roll, you can see in the upper left hand corner the number 2 there. Follow that back to the left, and where the blue line starts is where the four-wheeler starting here. So we blew that hole, or we blew that trail all the way along that north end, and then you'll see we get to the east and it'll drop to the south. So Alex was in the mulcher and I was going ahead and scouting out and putting ribbon down for him to follow, and there were a couple of logs where needed cutting, so I just chainsawed them and he was able to mulch them and push them aside. So as you can see, this went from forested, which is on the left and on the right, and he got it down pretty darn smooth to the floor, and this is going to be a perfect north side access trail, and this was the main project that we wanted to get done. So it turned out really well, and total time on this particular spot was probably 30 minutes, 45 minutes maybe tops. And you know, I don't have the tools to do this, and these guys do. So as you can see, this gives us great access to the property now and enhances the value of the property, as well as, you know, the huntability and the recreational. So these forestry mulchers, if you have projects like these, I think are a really great investment. So I'll be able to slip in here now on a southerly wind and have a couple tree stands along this north side, and then be able to drop right down into a tree stand, and most likely you might be hunting this trail, because this trail is going to grow up. Maybe I'll put rye on it, or maybe I'll put clover on it, but you can see here we get to the east end, and then now we're headed back south. So up on the top next to the number 2, we're headed south and toward that bigger blue area there. But this area was pretty open, so it was a little easier to do. That's a walnut grove in there, and that's where the old homestead is. So as you can see, it lays down a nice trail, and gets all the debris and the sticks and stuff out, and what you're ending up with is kind of a mulchy dirt, pretty soft trail to start with, and then so you're going to want to do some maintenance on it to clean it up a little bit, if you want to ride like golf cart or something down it. But I just plan on taking my box blade on my tractor and cleaning it up a little bit, and man, oh man, it is just beautiful, and I can't say how happy I am to get that done, because as you can see, this just provides total access around the whole 80 now. So it's really cool. Great investment. Here Alex is popping in and gonna make a area that we could use for a mini food plot. So just jumped off the trail a little bit, and then is doing like basically, I don't know, it's not even 1/10 of an acre. Just another point of interest, spot that we can set up a stand, catch them moving back and forth between these oak ridges and the ag fields. Makes quick work of it, bounces in there. Again, another 10-15 minutes and we're moving on to the next project. And then, so in this next clip, I'll show you the finished product here. created a little micro food plot in here. You can probably get a stand up and over here. But took the brush out of here, and it's another spot that we can put food, be a little connector point, coming from the north to the south. And then I got Alex, he's blowing another trail headed straight west, gonna connect with our logging trail, create that circular travel corridors. And then we can go ahead, probably out here, build ourselves a licking branch on one of these trees that's still standing, and should be a nice little kill plot area. This is the deer trail that Alex blew just to the north of number 3 here, from east to west, connecting the logging trail out there. And you can see on left and right sides how gnarly this is. This is thick bedding cover. I just wanted to get a trail kind of on the north side of this bedding area, again, to promote circular line of travel of these deer. So as you can see, we hooked up right here to the logging road, and then just turned around and went back in. So this is the logging road that heads north and south, and then now we got a circular line of travel for them. Hitting that logging road, they can come around here, check bedding area, or use that to get down into a bedding area to bed down for the day or for a couple hours or whatever. And that's just all super thick through there, briars and food and bedding, and hopefully it works out the way we're planning. Here I am headed south on the line of travel, getting down to the corner area here where we're going to have another little pocket food plot. You see the stand right there, and then there's a food plot area, and then I'm going to continue to the west and get back out to that logging road. So we just basically followed natural deer trails that were already right here. We're just going to promote it a little more by putting in this, 6-foot wide trail that cuts down. And like I said, I follow natural deer trails, and this will grow up again in a year or so, and we're going to let it grow up. We're not going to use these for access trails for humans. We're going to let them grow up, keep them trimmed just enough for deer, and promote those lines of travel. Probably put a few licking branches and stuff like that. So now we're connecting all of our features and building the playground for them. In this area near number 4, we just blew a quick access trail so that we could have access from the back side instead of having to come around the front side to get to the box blind here. Again, took about 10 minutes total to get a beautiful access trail through that thick brush. Okay, boys and girls, we're wrapped up for today. Alex Thiel and Justin Thiel are out here 989 land clearing, and we did some mega projects as you've seen in the video so far. Alex got out here about 8:30. Time we got unloaded, ready to go, we were probably rounding the bend, getting into the first project there probably 9 o'clock or so, loading back up right at about 3:10, 3:15. So full day. Ended up doing about 6 projects. So we peeled around, did the apple tree clearing, cut a trail down through a little swamp to a triple maple, did our north side access trail, which was the major thing that we wanted to get done. Connected that up with the access trail coming from the south. Then we jumped in, made a little opening, possibly a food plot area, connected a trail to a main logging trail, connected the east-west trail to a north-south trail, jumped back in, headed south, did another little food plot area, connected another east-west trail to the north-south trail, jumped out, came around a point, blew in a new access trail to the box blind that's on one of those stands out on one of those fields out in the back. Jumped in at another tree stand, blew down some brush. We blew down some brush next to a box blind that was way too tall, and then finished up there, increased the size of a food plot area. I just saw a small buck as I was tooling around looking at these looking at the projects as I was coming up. And then we blew up in here, and I don't know if you can see over there. Let me move the camera just a little. So it did a clearing back in there. It can be a parking area, or we can clean it up and maybe a buck pull area or whatever. And then off to my right over here, I guess that's my left, off to my left over here, blew out an area where we could set an outhouse. So solid 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, solid 7 hours. Well worth the money if you're going to make the investment and you have some projects like this. Like me, I couldn't get on my north side, so I mean I just felt like I had to get this trail in, and to make it worth their while, make it worth my while, we just made a day out of it. If you're within an hour and you want to do a full day, it's $2,500. They'll go from about arrive at your property 8:30, go till 3, loading up at 4. You can get a lot of stuff done for that amount of money. I think it's a great deal. I mean, it's a good amount of cash, but when you think about the time factor of what it would take to get those projects done, and if there are things that you really want to get done that will really help enhance your property and its value, man, you got to really kind of look at it. I'm really happy with it. It is a lot of money, but it's an investment, and it just increased the value of my property the way I see it. If someone was to come out here and look at this and then say make us an offer, or if I wanted to put it up for sale, I could say, yeah, we got these access trails, we got these stand sites, we cleared out this stuff, and so it just enhances the value overall. And you get some pretty cool swag. You get a 989 land clearing hat, so that was pretty cool. But all in all, good day. I'm happy with it. If you're interested, I've probably already put the information up for Justin and Alex. They go pretty much statewide, I guess, concentrating in the southern lower half. But if you have those projects you've been wanting to get to, wanting to bust trails through some stuff, or open up a little food plot area in a more wooded setting or a very, very thick setting, and your brush hog just won't cut it, check them out. Give them a call, get her done. It's a fun day. It was a lot of fun, actually. So 989 Land Clearing, Justin and Alex Thiel, IB2 coming at you. Let's go get them.